Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. This is the Cryptonian. Thank you for watching. We're taking a look at Bitcoin and we're taking a look at the market just at a glance. There is some new news that is just a few hours old that really is important. I'll get to it in a moment. Be sure you watch to the end. We're taking a look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin currently 42,953. We can see that we did find support. Let me get my marker here. We did find support here at 41,000, and this is the identified level of support in the past video. After that, I said we could, if we pushed up with strength, we could test the resistance of $43,000, and that's where we are right now. We're at that resistance line at $43,000, and the question is, are we strong enough to move through it? That is the question. Now, we can see here on the bottom, we have a max range on our price cycle and max range, or almost max range, on our volume. So what we need to see is we need to see either these lines catching up and pushing up into the real strong area here, up into the red area, the red zone, which shows a lot of strength. And that would, the price needs to keep pushing higher or consolidate for those lines to catch up to the actual price and the actual volume. So that being said, we're seeing strength here, no doubt. We're seeing strength here, and that has caused strength in the wider market. Here on my watch list, you can see some of the coins are up. Aave up 5%, Injective Protocol 5%. And this is just for the day. And today's a new day. They were actually up really big yesterday, or the last 24-hour period before this one started. So we can see that. Let's take a look at the market real quick. The market here trending Bonk, Injective, and Kakinu. Bonk and Kakinu, those are two meme coins that are really, really hot, putting a lot of profits in. Kakinu up 34%, although Bonk is kind of overdone, down 2.7%. Injective up again 23%. Huge. The largest gainers are meme coins. Venu Chain, 110% profit. Handy up 110%. Synesis 1 up 69%. This is crazy, really crazy. Bitcoin up 3% for the week. Ethereum is flat. There's a reason for that, and I'll talk to you about that in a moment. And looking down, we have Solana up 6.9%, 8% today. Cardano up 7% today. Avalanche up 2% today. Dogecoin pretty much flat. Chainlink up 4.6% today. And let's see, what else do we have? ICP up 4%. Today, 83% for the week. And let's see, HBAR 3%. But look at this, Immutable IMX 13% up today. 13% up today. That's huge. Filecoin up 4%. Caspa up 7%, finally waking up. Celestia TIA 9% today alone, 8% for the week. Render 5% today. And so today being Tuesday, today may be a strong day. We may see Bitcoin moving up to that 44,500, testing this area. We do have a double bottom W here, and Bitcoin is working on that $43,000 level because this is where that breakout line is. This is what's called the neckline. This neckline, if we break above that, means that we will attack that 44,500, and if we go higher than that, 47, 48,000, that price point that we were waiting for and looking for is on the table at that point. Now, there is something that could really push Bitcoin a bit higher, and although it's also something that could bring it lower if it goes the wrong way. So what do I mean by that? Well, on my Twitter X, I shared this article. SEC delays several Ethereum ETFs, pushing final decision to May. To May. Wow. That being said, let's take a look. It says the SEC has pushed back its decision on a roster, not just one, a roster of Ethereum ETFs with the final date for potential approval arriving in late May. So it says the United States Securities and Exchange Commission, the SEC, is pushing back its decision on several Ether exchange-traded funds, ETFs, to May 2024. The agency delayed its decision on the Hashdex NASDAQ Ethereum ETF and the Grayscale Ethereum Futures ETF. Okay? And also, the agency has also pushed back its decision on the Van Eck Spot Ethereum ETF and the Spot Ethereum ETF lodged by Cathie Wood's ARK Investment and 21 shares. I'm not going to read the whole article to you. If you want to, you can visit my Twitter X page. The link is in the description below this video. And look, if this is how they're treating the Ethereum ETFs, there's a possibility that the Bitcoin ETFs may not get approved. That's the question. Now, if it does, if it goes the other way, if Bitcoin ETFs get approved and Ethereum is not, Ethereum's getting pushed to May, that means any investment money that would have been going into Ethereum will then be going into Bitcoin if Bitcoin's approved. So that is even bullish, more bullish. That's a stronger case for Bitcoin. This is huge for Bitcoin, especially if Bitcoin's ETF gets approved. That being said, if Bitcoin's ETF gets delayed to May, just like Ethereum's ETFs, then that's going to be an issue, and we could see the price start to tumble and go down. Okay, so this is really critical. It's going to be interesting to see how the market reacts to this news when everyone wakes up and looks at the news, when the news starts circulating, when influencers start pointing to this. It might make the market nervous, and it might take momentum out of this move. We don't know. So we'll just have to wait and see. So this is the important news that I wanted to share with you. So be very careful in the market. The sentiment and the momentum can change quickly. Okay? So that being said, let's take a look at what would then be something that is important. If the Bitcoin ETF does not get approved and it's pushed back, Bitcoin would then take a tumble. Bitcoin would then probably sell off, or at least lose a lot of momentum and start going sideways, right? So let's talk a little bit about strategy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a look at the Cryptonian phantom candles, and here's what I normally do. Here's my strategy. Okay, here on the daily chart, let me go ahead and move that for you. So here on the daily chart for Bitcoin, you know, there's a lot of technical analysis that is very helpful. But technical analysis is both a science and an art. And a lot of people, if they're new, especially if they're new, they get confused with technical analysis. They struggle with trying to make sense of the price action and support and resistance, etc. So the easy way to think about this, and again, this is not investment advice, I'm just sharing with you what I do. The way that I find that's the easiest way to enter into Bitcoin is on a pullback. Okay. So if Bitcoin, for example, let's say the Bitcoin ETF gets postponed and then Bitcoin starts selling off and starts doing this, right? The best way to enter into Bitcoin, this would be an opportunity, by the way, is using the Fibonacci levels as entry points. And what I mean is this. What I mean is, you can see here that this fib level has provided support. Okay, this is the 0.2 Fibonacci level. Now, if the price comes down, this would be a buy area, 0.2. Okay, but only with part of your total investment capital. Okay, here at 0.2. If the price continues to fall, then you would enter another amount at the 0.3. Okay, and then if it continues to fall even further, here at the 0.5. So what you're doing is you're averaging down. You're averaging down at these different levels, so that when Bitcoin does reverse, you're in position and you're going to make profits. For example, later on in 2024, whenever Bitcoin, the ETF, does get approved. So that would give you more time to build a nice position, especially if you don't have a lot of money up front. If you're dealing with a smaller account, or maybe you're working and you're using that money every week, part of it, as an investment. Okay, so that would give you more time. So that would actually be something that you could use to your advantage. That would be a gift from the market. That wouldn't be so bad, because everything is so overblown, so overbaked, so overbought in the market. It's crazy. So that being said, the altcoins, the entire market, if that occurs, the entire market would probably sell off hard, especially the altcoins, and especially those meme coins that have been going up like crazy, hundreds of %. And so that's something to think about. Now, that being said, there is no guarantee. I really don't know. All I can say is this is not good. A delay for Ethereum, that, Ethereum has been very slow. It's been underperforming. And other altcoins have been really performing much better. INJ, Immutable, IMX, these really solid AI, FET, Fetch AI. The AI has been performing very well and outperforming Bitcoin, and especially Ethereum. And not only AI, but also the gaming sector. Huge, huge, huge. So that being said, please protect yourself from the market. Be careful. We need to wait and see what happens with the SEC and their action towards the Bitcoin ETF applications. And if they are approved, then probably Bitcoin will move higher and the market will move higher, at least probably temporarily. And then after that hype is over, because that's pretty much been the carrot stick, that's been the golden, the golden object, shiny object that's been leading this market. This market has been very bullish because they're expecting an ETF to be approved. So let's say it gets approved and then the price goes up temporarily. Once that reaction is over, there's nothing else to keep leading the market higher. So then probably we would have some type of a correction, some type of profit taking. That's just my view. That's my expectation. Of course, I can be wrong. Maybe the price will slowly grind higher, 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 because everyone is anticipating that liquidity from those corporate ETF managers to come into the market, especially the spot Bitcoin ETF. So anyway, that's it. I don't want to make the video too long. This is something that we really need to look for in the news very closely, and we need to be expecting a decision probably not long from now. So probably before the end of the year. Okay, that's my thoughts. Although BlackRock, if they can, BlackRock, if they can get it done, they will. And really, the SEC, it's up to the SEC. But BlackRock, they have a lot of experience with ETFs. They have a high approval rate for their ETFs. So we'll see if BlackRock can get it done. And all it takes is just BlackRock, just BlackRock to get approved. And that would be positive for the market for a short period of time, I think. So anyway, that being said, Bitcoin right now on the daily 60 RSI, 60 is strong. The price cycle 86, so we are a little bit high on the range. EMA trend bullish, and this is what I said before. We reacted right there on the 30 moving average at 40,500. That gave it support. We pushed higher. Now let's see if it will actually go to 44,500. We need to see if it can push past 43,000, especially with this negative news coming out about Ethereum and the ETF being postponed to May. This might carry over to the market, and it might spook or scare the market. So we'll have to wait and see. But we still are bullish. Just found support off of the 30-day moving average, but let's see if it will continue higher. Volume is an accumulation, of course, but the volatility on the daily, it's in contraction. It's in contraction and it's falling. So that means this move could be weak. So to the downside, 41,000 is support once again. Continues to be support. So if the price reverses, then $41,000 area, that Fibonacci level, 0.2 Fibonacci level at $41,000, that is still support. Again, $43,000 to the upside resistance. We're testing that now, and if we get past that, 44,500 is resistance after that, and if we break above that, then $48,000 is possible. Okay. Thank you, friends, for watching. Please click like. I appreciate your time. And clicking like is free, and it helps the channel. Also, if you're not subscribed, it would be great if you subscribe, and then you could get additional information, additional videos and analysis like this one today. Thank you, friends. See you next time. Take care.